Good afternoon!
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon!
Luzon
Visayas
and Mindanao! I'm your Kuya Ed.
I'm your Kuya Bugs!
Welcome to 99.9 EE1D-Rection latest news!
And here are the news headlines.
Implementation of the new traffic scheme in Tacloban City.
Bodies of 3 boys found. Ang killing happened in Marketplace in Tacloban City.
Low pressure update. Weather update.
Volleyball Asian World Cup Games result.
And upcoming events in Tacloban City.
Time check. 2 p.m. in the afternoon.
Time checkers.
Brought to you by
Voltage.
Current
And Amperes.
Good morning, boss.
Anong department ang pinag-a-applyan mo?
Engineering department po.
Anong alam mo?
Alam ko po kung saan kayo nakatira ng misis mo at kung saan nakatira yung kabit mo, boss.
Tanggap ka na.
Thank you.
You're still listening.
In the number 1 news radio broadcasting in the Philippines.
This is 99.9 EE1D-Rection latest news. To those who are commuting home, here are the latest traffic update that will be reported by our handsome newscaster, Emmanuel Lopez. Emmanuel?
Thank you, Kuya Ed. Well, for today's traffic news update, we have a bad news and a good news. The bad news is, we will be having more traffic experience due to some road constructions. But the good news is, the Tacloban City government is having a new traffic scheme to solve these problems. For more details, here is Kuya Will.
Good day to all. Here's the implementation of new traffic scheme in Tacloban, Central Visayas. The Tacloban City government under Mayor Cristina G. Romualdez will implement a new traffic scheme in the Central Business District starting on Wednesday, August 1, 2018. In a traffic advisory, the city government said that implementation of the new traffic management and routing scheme is aimed at easing traffic along roads within downtown area. Under the new traffic scheme to be implemented by the Traffic Operation Management, Enforcement and Control Office or TOMECO, in the coordination with Task Force, Kanhurao Street, formerly designated as one-way, will be opened to two-way traffic such as MH Del Pilar, Santo Niño and Paterno Streets. As part of the recommendation of the traffic management study conducted by the UP National Center for Traffic Studies, motor cabs for hire will be restricted to enter the following street: Justice Romualdez, Rizal Avenue, Avenida Veteranos and Real. The truck ban ordinance will be strictly enforced such that trucks and other large vehicles covered by the ordinance only allowed to enter downtown area through Real Street. To inform the motorist of the new traffic scheme, traffic advisory signage is installed in strategic area disclosed the TOMECO. Meantime, the 10 installed hybrid system of traffic lights with cameras in city intersections will have its dry run prior to the implementation of the traffic scheme. Dry runs have been scheduled for Thursday and Friday this week. As part of the scheduled implementation of the new traffic scheme, members of the traffic enforcement team are currently undergoing basic traffic training. Back to you, 99.9 EE1D-Rection.
Thank you, Emmanuel.
Meanwhile, bodies of 3 missing boys found. Big, do it your way.
Thank you. The bodies of 3 boys who were carried away by the strong current of Tulahan River in Venezuela were recovered yesterday after almost 2 days of rescue operations. Rescuers retrieved the bodies of Kerbay Tejadilla and Jillian Salo, both 10 years old, which were found floating near the Tulahan Bridge in Venezuela at around 2 and 3 a.m. yesterday. Rescue Officer Christopher De Jesus said, the body of Kirby's 13 years old brother Griniel was retrieved at around 4 p.m. in San Miguel Heights, near the site where the current carried them away. Of the 5 children playing in the river on Sunday, 2 children aged 11 and 9 years old were saved by backhoe operator Noel Sanggalang. Sanggalang also tried to save the 3 other children. Jillian's mother Nelly said, she will miss hearing her son singing rap songs. The 3 boys drowned in the Tulahan River in Barangay Marulas when they were carried away by the strong current brought about by the sudden downpour Sunday, a day after Typhoon Ompong placed Metro Manila under signal number 1. Rescuers said the boys were playing basketball along the river and waded into the water to retrieve the ball when the river swelled. Meanwhile, the body of the man who jumped into a river in Marilao, Bulacan, while under the influence of alcohol, was found in Venezuela before dawn on Monday, 2 days after he went missing. Jeepney Barker Pablo Belen, 45, was found floating near the river bank by a security guard in Wawangpulo, Venezuela. Belen was apparently drunk when he went for a swim in the river in Marilao. His sister identified his body based on his watch and jersey shorts.
Thank you, Vic.
On the other hand, killing happened in the marketplace here in Tacloban City that will be reported by our fearless newscaster, Norel Hermones. Norel?
Thank you, Kuya Marvs. I'm here to report about the crime happened in the city of Tacloban. In the past 13 days, on September 13, 2018, there was a killing happened in the marketplace of roasted chicken. The owner on that roasted chicken market was killed. For now, the police are investigating that happened about this killing. Back to you, Kuya Marvs, and thank you.
Thank you, Norel.
And here is Kuya TJ for our reader updates.
Good afternoon, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao. Pag-asa said, LPA in the West Philippine Sea will continue to enhance the southwest monsoon. Rains are expected in Cebu City and in Eastern Samar and other part in Visayas. Meanwhile, cloudy skies with scattered rains, thunderstorm will be experienced in whole Eastern Visayas. And for the weather experience in Tacloban City right now will be reported by Mr. Habagat live from Tacloban City. Mr. Habagat.
Thank you, TJ. So for today's weather in Tacloban, easterly or winds carrying from the Pacific Ocean prevails over the Philippines area of responsibility, still affecting the eastern section of Visayas.
For today's forecast, generally fair weather is expected in most parts in Visayas, particularly Tacloban. The whole archipelago will experience partly cloudy to cloudy skies with chances of isolated rain showers or thunderstorms, mostly in the afternoon or evening.
Keep safe, everyone. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Kuya TJ, Habagat, and Indiris. 99.9 EE1D-Rection latest news. We'll be back after these messages.
Wondered if I gave an Oreo to a great white shark in the Pacific Ocean. Would he still snack on seals, or would he chomp chocolate meals and invite those seals to lick the cream? That's my wonder-filled
doktor. Nakabili ako ng hearing aid. Grabe, ang linaw ng pandinig ko.
Talaga? Magkano bili mo?
Kahapon lang.
And we're back! Did you miss us?
I think they did.
And for our latest sport news update, here is Mark Lenton live in Hong Kong.
Thank you, Kuya Marv. Hello and welcome to the 99.9 1D. I am Martin Tonelson, live in Hong Kong, which the Asian Games held. The Philippines finally won a match on its third try in the 8th Asian Games Women's Volleyball Tournament, beating Hong Kong with a score of 25-18, 25-21, 25-22. And we're going to interview our coach, Mr. Lianyo. Mr. Lianyo, how many years have you coached?
I have coached for 13 years.
What are the characteristics of a good coach?
While a coach has a good understanding of the game, it's just as important to be a good teaching new skills and being for patiently. A coach should have also a positive role model for the players.
Is volleyball more mental or physical? Why?
I'd say it is about 60% physically and 40% mental. You have to have some talent, but attitude is the most important. I've seen very talented players lose matches with a bad attitude, which spread to other players.
Which aspects of the game are the most mental?
Teamwork and never giving up.
How do you coach the mental part of the game?
By constantly being positive and requiring teamwork for all players, setting rules right up front, and negative behaviors won't be tolerated.
How do you decide what position a player should play?
I mainly have a coach rec volleyball where dedicated positions were not used. However, certainly I did coach some competitive teams. I insisted players just to give each position a try at practice, and then found one they were best at was normally the one they liked the best anyway.
What do you value in your players?
Positive attitude is huge. It is a continuous. Second most important is to always give it their all on the court. I never mind losing as long as I know we have played our best.
And how do you motivate your players?
That is a vary depending on the different age group I've coached. When they were young, I would have a fun contest and rewarded them with small prizes. As they were older, they didn't need much motivation or other than wanting to win.
How do you coach sportsmanship?
Again, this is basically a requirement. I have been lucky to pretty much always have players with a good sportsmanship to teammates. But I do have to sometimes remind them they also need to display more sportsmanship to other teams. I do this by asking them if they would like to if the other team did a certain thing to them.
How do you get your players to work as a team?
Have them get to know each other well by pairing them up and different people in different drills. Once they generally know each other, I do drills during practice that reward to team achieving a goal of rather than individual player.
Thank you, Mr. Lianyo. I'm here, live in Asian Games. Martin Nelson, back to you guys.
Thank you, Mark Lenton, for that wonderful news. Woo! Mr. Clinton is so lucky being there in Hong Kong right now.
Damn, you're right. And by the way, here are the upcoming events in Tacloban City. Kuya Yani, bring the beat back!
Thank you, Kuya Ed. And here are the upcoming events in Tacloban City. Good news to those who are planning to buy a car. The Mitsubishi Motorsports Tacloban is conducting a Montero Sports The Great Discount on September 25, 2018, Tuesday at Mitsubishi Motorsports Tacloban, Diversion Road, Barangay 96, Lumbang 1, Kalanipawan, Tacloban City. Do you want a job? Or are you a student who wants a part-time job? Well, good news for you, because this upcoming September 26, 2018, the E-Performax is having a hiring event at Leyte Normal University, Paterno Street, Tacloban City. To register, just text or call 0998-9638-492. Again, 0998-9638-492. No more resume needed, so what are you waiting for? Register now! That's all for now. Thank you. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Kuya Yani. Okay, I think that's all. But just sit back, cause we'll be back after these messages.
Bungis-ngis! Nandito na kami makukulit na ngulit! Pare, sigurado ka bang dito dadaan yung papatayin natin?
Oo, nagtataka nga ako eh. Isang oras na tayo dito, wala pa rin siya. Sana wala namang masamang nangyari sa kanya.
The best songs get under your skin. Enjoy music from your favorite BBC shows again and again with BBC Playlister on Spotify.
Wings of a butterfly.
Bungis-ngis! Nandito na kami makukulit na ngulit!
Ba't ka na late? Nawalan ho kasi ng 500 yung lalaki.
Tinulungan mo siyang maghanap?
Hindi po. Tinapakan ko lang hanggang umalis siya.
And we're back at 99.9%. What's that, Kuya Ed? Haha, that was nothing. I'm just having fun with our listeners, Kuya Marbs.
Okay, let's do it again.
And we're back. Let's recap the headlines. Implementation of the new traffic scheme in Tacloban City.
Bodies of 3 boys found. Ang killing happened in Marketplace in Tacloban City.
Low pressure update. Weather update.
Volleyball Asian World Cup Games result.
And upcoming events in Tacloban City.
This is 99.9 EE1D-Rection latest news. I'm your Kuya Marbs.
And I'm your Kuya Ed.
Signing off.
Bye-bye.